Hi, you guys. Welcome back. Like, share, and subscribe. I am definitely going to hit a hot button, controversial topic. So, disclaimer, warning. I don't want to trigger anybody. I just want you guys to be more educated about what happened. Now, if you guys been watching Matt James' season, in which he is the first African American male bachelor on the season 25 of The Bachelor, let me say that I think that we all have been watching this season, watching the ladies, in a typical format, acting a fool, people getting surprisingly kicked off the show, not getting a rose. It started off very entertaining. I think Matt James definitely has a knack for trying to soothe over a situation. I think he did the best he could. I think most of the ladies here were really for clout, but I mean, that'll be a whole nother video. However, he did have a few gems. And in the midst of all this, we had a huge racial controversy, which got Chris Harrison suspended from the show. We got a lot of people talking about the show itself, and we have a final three contestant that has been wrapped up in racial crazy controversy. I'm going to try to hit into all of this because honestly, Chris Harrison really is not the only one that really should be apologizing. I think the producers need to really come out and apologize themselves instead of letting him be the fall guy. And I'm going to explain that after I play the audio of the interview Chris Harrison did with Lindsay, in which this is what got him suspended. It's a 4-minute clip. I'm just going to play the audio, not the video, and tell me what you guys think about what you are hearing during this interview. And then we're going to come back with comments, and I'm going to describe what I thought when I heard it. All right, I'm going to play it now.
Kirkconnell and the allegations attached to her.
A couple of things. First and foremost, I don't know. I haven't talked to Rachel about it. And this is, again, where we all need to have a little grace, a little understanding, a little compassion, because I've seen some stuff online. Again, this judge, jury, executioner thing where people are just tearing this girl's life apart and diving into like her parents and her parents' voting record and what it's unbelievably alarming to watch this. I haven't heard Rachel speak on this yet. And until I actually hear this woman have a chance to speak, who am I to say any of this? I saw a picture of her at a sorority party 5 years ago, and that's it. Like, boom, like, okay, well, this girl is in this book now, and she's now in this group. And I'm like, really? Okay, well, there goes.
The picture was from 2018 at an Old South antebellum party. So I think, when you
when you hold that under the lens,
it's not a good look.
No, it's not a good. Well, Rachel, is it a good look in 2018 or is it not a good look in 2021?
It's
because
not
there's
a
big
good
difference.
Look ever, because she's celebrating the Old South. If I went to that party, what would I represent at that party?
I don't disagree with you. You're 100% right in 2021. That was not the case in 2018. And again, I'm not defending Rachel. I just know that, I don't know, 50 million people did that in 2018 between, it's like that was a type of party that a lot of people went to. And again, I'm not defending it. I didn't go to it. We are not looking under the same lens. And that is, again, the grace and the compassion, the understanding with this girl at, I don't know how old she would have been back then, have thought, historically, this mansion stood for this. Guys, it's not really that woke that we're here. We need to have the understanding and the compassion of this history and what this stood for and what these people who own this mansion stood for. My guess, these girls got dressed up and went to a party and had a great time. They were 18 years old. Now, does that make it okay? I don't know, Rachel, you tell me. But where is this lens we're holding up? And was that lens available? And were we all looking through it in 2018? I don't know. I don't have these answers.
I think that's the problem is you're right. We weren't looking through those lenses and we should have been. And just because it was a popular party.
Wrong.
And just because it's a popular party, doesn't necessarily make it right. And you are right, and I believe you're right in the sense that, maybe there should be some, hey, understanding of, like, not everybody knows everything, right? And I think that that's what people are learning, or learned in 2020, or started to learn. I think, though, with this situation with Rachel, I think what's frustrating, and you said it yourself. You said she hasn't spoken out. You haven't heard from her, and there's nothing that contractually stops her from saying, "Hey, this isn't true." And I think if it were me and my name was being attached to something that wasn't true, I would be coming out and saying something. I would be, and I think
Well,
that's what makes it fester a little bit.
yeah, but it's a slippery slope. I mean, you know this. You're not going to please everybody, and you can't answer to everybody who wants to come and attack you. I mean, I saw something that said this person was a registered Republican, therefore they are this, and I'm like, whoa, 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 whoa.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Are you kidding? Like, how about we just take a step back and just, like, this is, you are the problem. I know you don't think you're the problem, but now you are indeed the problem when you say this person voted for this person, therefore they are that. We have to be so careful when we start labeling people. It's just as bad as what that person did. So, you know.
All right, you guys. So you guys just heard the interview with Rachel Lindsay and Chris Harrison. Personally, I believe that the producers really left Chris Harrison holding the bag on the situation. I believe that Rachel McConnell, pictured on the far right, had been very poorly vetted before she was put on the show. Chris Harrison, honestly, I really don't think that he has really had diversity training. I really don't think he was in a position to really answer the questions based on his own personal experiences through life. I'm not saying I'm giving him a pass. However, I'm saying that I think the producers really threw him out to the wolves when he flubbed that interview. And here are some more images of Rachel McConnell at the Antebellum party. This was in 2018, and this is just straight up sad. Again, I am not condoning Chris Harrison and his comments. I will say that he needs more racial diversity training. I do feel that when you are dealing with the first African American bachelor, that you should have been more informed before you went on the show. And in all full disclosure, I'm going to put Rachel McConnell's apology back on here just so we can hear from all sides. I'm not trying to bash anybody. I am just trying to get people educated out there. So you can pause this and read it. She did apologize. However, there was a lot more pictures on her social media that I thought was too raunchy to even put on here. There she is circled on the left in red, and there were literally a lot of women there that share her views, and their pictures are blurred, which I think it should be unblurred, and I think they should be revealed too, in my own opinion. Now, does Chris Harrison deserve to be fired? I don't think he actually needs to be fired. I think he needs diversity training. Like I said, when this interview blew up in his face, I think his producers really just stuck him out there. It was just a bad look, and I'm surprised that they were not prepared more for this, especially after everything that happened in 2020 following George Floyd. I really felt like they threw him out to the wolves, and he was not better prepared with better statements and training in diversity. However, does he deserve to be fired? I don't think he deserves to be fired. I just think that he just really needs to reflect on what happened and really just come back better. Now, there will be a different host of the, when they come back for the taping, Mr. Ocha, if I pronounce that right, he'll be interviewing Matt and whoever he ended up picking, for the final interviews with them for this season. Anyway, I don't think he'll be completely out. I think Chris Harrison will be back He just needs diversity training, but his producers definitely threw him under the bus in this situation. So you guys subscribe and tell me what you think. What happened with the producers? Did they throw him under the bus like he was just another average contestant? Tell me what you guys think. Be safe, subscribe, share this video, and help grow this channel. Until next time, you guys, love you, and have a good night.